And a very pleasant good morning to everyone from the Kewanee High School football field. We've got soccer action here on this Saturday morning. And it's very nice to have you alongside here as the Boilermakers will play host to the Sterling Golden Warriors, and the action coming up here in just a moment or two. Hello, everybody. I'm Bob McKee, and a very, very pleasant good morning to everyone. It's going to turn hot as the day goes on, but at this particular moment, there's a nice breeze. It's not too terribly hot. And it's actually fairly pleasant at this particular moment to be outdoors. That apparently is going to change as the day goes on, but we'll take this for right now. We should mention to you our Boiler Booster live stream sponsors. They include the Ed Morse Automotive Group, Chevy GM of Kewanee, Hammond Henry Hospital, Geneseo and Kewanee, Union Federal Savings and Loan, Goods Furniture, also the State Bank of Toulon, Gustafson Ford of Kewanee, OSF St. Luke Medical Center in Kewanee, Great Dane of Kewanee, the Community State Bank, Galva and Kewanee, Kewanee Physical Therapy and Rehab Specialist, Martin Engineering of Neponset, the Kewanee Schools Foundation, Edward Jones in downtown Kewanee, Cernovich's Auto and Truck Wrecking of Kewanee, the People's National Bank, Cerno's Bar and Grill, and Coco's Coffee Shop, both in downtown Kewanee, the Mel Foster Company, and also Breedlove Sporting Goods, also in beautiful downtown Kewanee. And again, thanks to those wonderful Boiler Booster sponsors for making our live stream possible. Also, their great contributions, as were many others, to our sports books for both the fall and the winter seasons. And we certainly do appreciate all of those folks. There are many wonderful contributions for making this all a possibility. Well, again, we've got the Sterling Golden Warriors in town here today. Let's give you the starting lineups for the Golden Warriors. Number 1 will be their goalkeeper, Antonio Santiago. The number 2 will be Ryan Gebhardt. Number 4 is Enrique Ibarra. Number 7 is Derek Prieto. Number 8 is Nathan Guerrero. Number 9 is Mauricio Herrera. Number 10 is Kevin Ruiz. Number 12 is Ian Hilty. Number 20 is Janitza Bermudez. Number 22 is Jose Vasquez. And number 23 is Leo Uresti. And kind of an interesting mix for the Golden Warriors. They have several seniors on that roster, they're starters. They do have a couple of juniors. And also starting will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sophomores. So not only the present, but the future looking pretty good for Sterling. Their goalkeeper is just a sophomore, if you will. Now for the Kewanee Boilermakers, and I guess we should also mention the coaching staff for the Golden Warriors. Chris Interoni is their head coach. Chloe Halverson is the assistant. Carlos Gallardo is also an assistant, and Brian Gutierrez also an assistant for the Sterling Golden Warriors. Now for your Kewanee Boilermakers here on this Saturday morning. And starting off will be number 6, Alex Lee. Number 8, Jackson Price. Number 10, Kingston Peterson. Number 11, Alex Barone. Number 13 is Demarion Thomas. Number 17 is Jesus Del Toro. Also starting today will be number 21, Dontel Womack. Number 29, Isaiah McClellan. Number 30, Alan Saucedo. Number 48, Isidro Martinez. And, of course, the goalkeeper, number 88, Gustavo Bermudez, who's actually had a pretty good season, to my way of thinking. Jesus Bermudez is the head coach of the Boilers, assisted by Eric Westerlund. Volunteers are Elijah Bermudez, Eddie Leon, Jesus Martinez, and Luis Nunez. And so there's our starting lineups here on this Saturday morning. Still a couple minutes yet until we get things off and rolling here, but it's going to be hot today. We do have some kind of those thin high clouds rolling through this morning, and a lot of filtered sunshine, but that's going to change here in just a little bit. But it would appear that we have a pretty hot day headed our way here today. But again, at the moment, with that breeze out of the south, it's actually pretty nice out here at this particular time. Busy stretch here for the Boiler soccer team. Not only this action here today, they're back in action on Monday, playing host to Chillicothe IVC. Next Wednesday, the 17th, they'll play host to Riverdale. And the next Saturday, September 20th, they'll play host to the Princeton Tigers. Next Saturday's game will be a 10:30 start on that one. So it is a very, very busy stretch. But then after that, Just a couple of more home games. Now there's a conference tournaments coming up at Mendota, September 27th and also the 30th. And then a couple of road games for the Boilers at Peoria Manual in early October, followed by a road trip to Mendota, road trip to Oregon, road trip to Dixon. October 8th, they'll be back here to take on St. Bede, the Bruins. And I believe that they wrap up their season. And I don't see this extending here on this particular schedule, but I believe they have the Streeter Bulldogs yet showing up on the schedule. So, but we'll wait and see how everything turns out. Actually, Streeter, I beg your pardon, will be on September 24th. We'll have that one for you here as well. And then the final home game will be October 8th against Peru St. Bede. That'll be a 4:30 start on that one. So a busy stretch, and yet, as you look ahead, the season is moving along, and it's not all that far from the postseason, if you will. In any event, we're just about set to get this one underway, and nice crowd starting to filter in here on a Saturday morning. And, of course, sitting here in the bleachers, you'll be looking toward the east, and it appears that we still have those thin, high clouds around, but you might have wanted to wear a cap or maybe some other hat, but I guess you'll find out soon on that particular situation. In any event, both clubs done with their warm-ups. They're headed over to the side, and we're going to start things off here in just a moment. We have no in-house public address announcer today, so they're just going to start things off, and we'll kind of pick it up as we go. Again, as we mentioned, your starters here just a moment or so ago. Tough one for the Boilers last night. Playing at Depew and unfortunately coming up a little bit short on the scoreboard there. And so an opportunity here on this Saturday morning to turn things around and kind of get that icky taste out of their mouth. And let's see how everything turns out. Now, not only a hat, somebody's actually brought an umbrella today, and that's a pretty good sun shield. Several gentlemen these days, very, very short hair, in some cases bald. That's just kind of today's world, the kind of the look, if you will. And let's hope that they have some sunscreen on. But in any event, Sterling now out on the field. And the Boilers will be out here in just a moment or two. Once again, I'm Bob McKee, wishing one and all a very pleasant good morning. And nice to have you alongside here, maybe downing that cup of coffee here as you get set to take on your Saturday. And for those of you that have not shut down your swimming pool for the season, this will be a good weekend for you, as this will be ideal swimming weather. In fact, that's going to be the case for the next few days. But it gets to that time of the year where many folks will turn their pool off just simply because it starts to get so cool in the evening, particularly the ground temperature. But if you left it on, good move for you, because this will be a weekend to use it. All right, everybody out on the field. The Boilers will have the ball first, and it will be Isidro Martinez from the midfield stripe to set it up for the Boilers. Kiwani wearing those home black uniforms with the white letters and trim. Sterling with the white jerseys, the black shorts, and the black letters and trim. Just underway, Boilers deep in their own territory. Over to Isaiah McClellan, trying to clear it out. The Golden Warriors trying to set their offense out to the midfield stripe. Out there to Enrique Ibarra. They'll take it back across the timeline. Moving it up ahead again to Ibarra, but a nice intercepting kick by the Boilers, Jesus Del Toro. Sterling very quickly will bring it inbound here on the near side to Kevin Ruiz. Working off to the right sideline over there, trying to drive it down the line. They do. Boilers moving back on defense. Sterling trying to set the offense, but the ball knocked out of bounds on the far side. We will have a video only of the fresh soft game. No audio on that one, but it will be on the video, if you will. Sterling trying to mount an attack on the far side. Boilers dropping back defensively. And the ball out of bounds over on that far side. We're just underway here on this Saturday morning. And so very nice to have you with us here on what it figures to be a pretty hot day before all is said and done. Ball out here on the near sideline. And it's going to go to the Golden Warriors, Leo Uresti, to bring it in. He's got it in to Enrique Ibarra. Ibarra with a centering kick, looking up ahead. They've got a man on the wing. Pass a little bit too deep as they're trying to find Derek Prieto. Ball's going to be knocked away on the far side by the Boilers. Good defense over there just to kind of clear the play away. And the goalkeeper, Gustavo Bermudez, will bring it upfield, tossing it up across the 25. Boilers trying to mount some offense here, but the Golden Warriors with an intercepting kick around the Sterling 45. Kewanee back this way, has it momentarily. Jesus Del Toro trying to control to Kingston Peterson. Ball out of bounds here in the near sideline. Back to Sterling. Leo Uresti to toss it in. He's got it to Enrique Ibarra. Back to Uresti. High kick in the air. Head butted away very nicely by Alex Barone of the Boilers. And Sterling again trying to mount the attack on the Kewanee side of the midfield stripe. Boilers signing it up ahead, looking for Isidro Martinez. And the pass overshooting just a little bit. Sterling will take it back the other way very quickly downfield on that far side over there as they're looking for Nathan Guerrero. Ball out of bounds. And Sterling to toss it in from the far side at about the Boiler 25. Up ahead, this pass is going to be knocked away and out of bounds by Jesus Del Toro of Kewanee. And they're going to say off of Sterling as the Boilers will bring it in. They'll toss it in on the far side. Sterling again up ahead. Kind of a defensive kick. A pair of them, in fact, by Jackson Price of the Boilers. Sterling trying to set it up. Kewanee with a headbutt here. Isaiah McClellan on the near side. Out of bounds, back in by Uresti of Sterling. And the Warriors now to Ian Hilty. And they're working the right side. And that's going to be a goal by the Golden Warriors at the 36:30 mark here of this first period. They worked it on that right side from the left to the right with a pass and dropped it into that right corner. That's a really nice play by Sterling. Their offense working very well that time, beating the Boiler defense. Kewanee now with the ball, trying to clear it out of the defensive end. Pass over here to the near side, out of bounds. Sterling to bring it in, kind of a similar situation to a moment ago. Here in the near sideline, Kevin Ruiz. They'll take it into the backfield. And the Golden Warriors trying to move it up over to the far side. A little bit of a scrum there. Neither side able to get control. Back and forth. Sterling on that right side clears it out. Look out, this is trouble. Lead pass up ahead, a little bit too deep. This one's going to be cleared away by Jackson Price of the Boilers, simply kicking that one out of bounds. I see several people have bought their umbrellas here today. So good thinking there. I don't believe it's going to rain, but setting out in that hot sun, that could be a different story. In any event, Sterling from the far corner, over on that northeastern side. They'll bring it in, trying to get a centering kick, knocked away a back-footed kick by Jackson Price. That's great defense. And the Boilers with a clearing pass just across the midfield stripe, picked up by Kevin Ruiz of Sterling. Here to Leo Uresti. Down the line with a pass to Ryan Gebhardt, left side deep. And not able to control this one. And the Boilers will bring it out from the goal line. In control, Jackson Price is going to bring it out. He'll have a kick from about the Kewanee 15, depending on the exact spot here. 1-0 Sterling. We're down to the 35-minute mark here of this first period. And stoppage out on the field here for just a moment. The officials discussing some issue or another. Not clear what it is from this vantage point. And again, the clock stopped 35:03 in this first period. And whatever the officials were discussing, everything seems to be okay. Back to live action. Here's a kick by Price all the way across the 40. Picked up there by Enrique Ibarra. And the Boilers with a nice interception here. Good job by Alan Saucedo. Up ahead. A little bit of offense now for Kewanee. And a shot towards the goal this time by Isidro Martinez. And I guess we're going to call that a shot on goal. Unfortunately, it doesn't land. And again, Sterling now leading 1-0. Golden Warriors trying to mount the offense from the other end. And they move it into Kewanee territory on that far side. They'll bring it back in very, very quickly. Trying to work the offense. Centering pass. Nice job by Jackson Price defensively to kick that one away. Up ahead to Alex Barone. Barone leading the charge. The Kewanee offense on the attack. Lead pass up ahead is going to be intercepted this time by Kevin Ruiz. Boilers had Isidro Martinez out in the lead. And unfortunately for Kewanee, that pass intercepted. Good defense by Sterling that time. Sterling to toss it in from the far side. They'll bring it in to Enrique Ibarra. Back and forth. Now back towards the 40. Kick to the near side. Kevin Ruiz trying to field it. Boilers trying to attack. Ruiz is going to drop it back to the goalkeeper. That's Antonio Santiago. Sterling with a nice pass. Oh, good block this time by the Boilermakers. Alan Saucedo. Kingston Peterson deep. Cannot get it away from the defender. Sterling scooting it up ahead very quickly. Lead pass up ahead to the left side. Ryan Gebhardt trying to track it down. It's a foot race. He beats Gustavo, but the ball deep in the corner. Gustavo out of the net. Gets back in real quick. Here's a centering pass and a kick, and this one's a little bit high over the top of the goal post. I think Sterling felt like if they could get down there quickly enough, they could beat Bermudez to the goal. Gustavo would come out here in the left corner, and it was a foot race. Sterling had the shot, but it's high up and over the football goal post. So a little bit of action down there. Boilers in part kind of dodging a bullet, if you will. It was a tough call with that ball sailing into that left corner originally and then centered, and Sterling had the shot. Gustavo had gotten back into the mouth of the goal, but he was just getting there as that ball was flying in. So, again, all's well as it turns out on that one for the Boilers. Down to the 32-minute mark here in this first period, 1-0 Sterling. Soccer action here on this Saturday morning on the Boiler live stream. Nice to have you with us here. I'm Bob McKee, wishing one and all a very pleasant good morning and hoping that Saturday will be a good day for you. It's going to turn hot, but at this particular moment, it's actually fairly pleasant outdoors, a nice breeze, but summer-like conditions returning. Look out, lead pass up ahead. Gebhardt has it. It's initially a one-on-one, but a great job by Isaiah McClellan of Kewanee to get back on defense and clogging that lane because Gebhardt was in the free for just a moment. His inbound pass also blocked by McClellan. Down in that left corner, be around that northwesterly edge of the field. As you know, it's a north-south field, and we look from west to east. Sterling going right to left, and of course the Boilers back the other way. Corner kick coming up here for the Golden Warriors. Everybody setting position in front of the goal. Here's a kick up and over the top. Going to be head-butted by the Golden Warriors twice, not near the goal. Look out here on the near side. They've got it. Here's a shot on goal, and this one is going to be just a little bit short as that one hits the outside left vertical that time. And that was Chris Negretti on that shot. Checked out, a bigger pardon. That was Nathan Guerrero, but not able to convert. Sterling remains deep in Boiler territory. Guerrero with it, passes back out to the midfield stripe to Kevin Ruiz. Here to the left to Leo Uresti. Down the sideline to Ryan Gebhardt. They'll clear it out on top to Enrique Ibarra. Off to the left side, ball knocked away. Sterling continues their attack. Good Boiler defense this time. Ball pushed out of bounds by Jesus Del Toro. And the Golden Warriors will have another kick here from the near side. Uresti brings it in. Head butted away very, very nicely by Kingston Peterson, leading the charge. Looking up ahead, lead pass for Isidro Martinez. He's got the defense beat. Isidro at the 25, the shot up and a little bit wide right. He had the goalkeeper beat, but just not able to get that one under control. Fast developing play. Isidro had the opportunity. He was a little bit wide to the right coming up the field, and the ball kind of followed that same path. So a nice opportunity. The Boilers not able to cash in. 1-0 Sterling, just inside the 30-minute mark here in this first period of play. Sterling on the far side, driving it down the sideline, trying to set the offense. It's a 3-on-3. They've got a cutter on the right side, breaking toward the goal, but the ball is going to get away. Off to the far end zone, Derek Prieto was driving down there, and Sterling on the drive. Gustavo Bermudez down on the field in the mouth of the goal. Not sure if he's just adjusting his shoe or maybe even has a leg cramp down there. I don't know, but he's down. Slow to get up. I think he's got a leg cramp. He's trying to stretch that right leg out. And they're going to call for the coach, Jesus Bermudez, to come over to take a check on Gustavo. I think from here it appears to be a leg cramp, but I can't obviously verify that from here. But he's walking off slowly, but can't tell if it's an injury or not. But again, I believe that's a cramp from here. It would appear that Gustavo is going to have to come out. He's walking very gingerly. If it's a leg cramp, he will bounce back. But he's going to have to go over and sit down for just a little while. I believe that's probably Jordan Ibarra back there now as a goalkeeper, but Gustavo walking very slowly off the field. If it's just a leg cramp, I think we'll see him back, but not sure that that's the case or not. You'd think with a leg cramp, he'd probably stay out there and just kind of stretch it out. But in any event, back to live action. Boiler offense down around the Sterling 25. Pass over to Del Toro to the right side. Kingston Peterson pass too deep down in the corner. Not able to catch up with it. He'll bring it out. Tries to center it. Golden Warriors are going to knock it away. And they work back the other way towards the Kewanee end of the field. Pass up ahead is going to knock out of bounds just outside the Sterling 30, so the Boilers will bring it back in at about the 35 or so. They'll toss it in, and Sterling knocks it right away. Golden Warriors taking it back. They're going to take it back towards their goalkeeper. He'll slice the kick out here just across the 20. Golden Warriors back and forth, deep in their end. Intercepting pass by Jesus Del Toro, Kewanee. To the goalkeeper, sliding here on the left side. Not a shot on goal, not a save. And Sterling to work the offense. Coming upfield here to Leo Uresti. Looking down the sideline, trying to find Ryan Gebhardt. He's got it. It's a foot race. Centering pass to the middle of the field. Boiler defense clogging things up. Because Sterling was on the attack. Ball down in this left corner. Rolling down the sidelines. Uresti has it. Centering kick up on top. Going to be head butted away by one of the Boilers, by one of the Golden Warriors, and the ball knocked away and out of bounds by Alex Lee. A lot of action down there near the Kewanee net. 1-0 Sterling leading. Golden Warriors with a kick from the side. And this is going to drop in the goal. That's an incredible kick that time by Ryan Gebhardt deep in the corner. It's going to go to the far vertical goal post and curl back in. That is an incredible shot that time at the 27-26 mark here of this first period. Wow. On a kick like that, all you can say is hats off. That's a pretty incredible kick. Down around the, maybe the 1 or 2 yard line at most, actually even a little bit deeper, and just side to side. Goes up and over the top, hits that right side vertical, and just caroms right into the net. That is a pretty incredible play. Ryan Gebhardt getting that goal. So Sterling doing the job on that one. The Boilers had the front of the goal clogged up pretty good with defenders. But Gebhardt with just an incredible kick that time. Onto the far end zone. Ball's going to be knocked away, and the Boilers will be bringing it upfield here. Whew, man, I tell you, that kick by Gebhardt, that was really something. Jeez. You could be standing out there all afternoon practicing with nobody in the mouth of the net and just trying to duplicate that with nobody around, just free kicking. That alone would be pretty incredible. In any event, 2-0 Sterling, 26-26 here in this first half. Golden Warriors at their own 35, working it up ahead. Jackson Price missing the ball on the defensive end. Lead pass up ahead. It's going to go. Here's a shot on goal. And the Golden Warriors just miss another opportunity. They go left to right. And with a clearing pass to one of the cutters on the right side, they just misfire on that one. Going to be called a shot on goal that time. I think we're also going to award a save there because the goalkeeper was out there at the mouth of the goal, but Sterling just barely missing another opportunity. Now from the end zone, ball going to be kicked away. Head-butted by Isidro Martinez down to the Sterling 35. Golden Warriors back defensively. Interception here by Alex Gobelin on the right side. Check that, Alex Barone. Boilers down on that right side. Barone has it in between the defense. He's going to be dropped to the turf. No call from the official. And the Golden Warriors take it away at the 10. They'll center it and then just drop it back to their goalkeeper. He'll bring it out to about the 15-yard line. He's got Ian Hilty out there. Now down the left side, Varsity with a kick up ahead. Nice interception at the midfield stripe by the Boilermakers. Good job that time by Alex Ramos. Look out, Sterling has another attack as a 2-on-1. Oh, great job intercepting Damarian Thomas. Here's another kick. This one's going to be knocked away by Jackson Price, head-butted by McClellan. Another headbutt up ahead by Del Toro. To the right side, another kick on goal by the Golden Warriors. Ibarra. This one's wide right. We'll call it a shot on goal. No save. That ball wasn't close to the net, but he was aiming for it, just misfired. And the Golden Warriors offense continues to play very aggressively here in this first half. Now the Boilers to kick from the goal line. Down to the 24-minute mark of this first half, 2-0 is the Sterling advantage. The approach and the kick. Going to be head-butted away very nicely by Ian Hilty of Sterling. Golden Warriors again mounting attack to the right sideline. Clearing kick up ahead. And down to the goalkeeper for the Boilers. And a nice line drive kick. This one's going to roll all the way down to the Sterling 30 before it finally filters out of bounds. And the Golden Warriors are bringing it back in from there. Working towards the right sideline, but a nice interception here by Kiwani. And we're going to have a violation here, a little bit of a push-off by the Boilermakers out on top. And so Sterling will have a free kick coming up here. That was fairly obviously an infraction against the Boilers that time. And the kick from about the 42. It's very, very deep, looking for some of the Golden Warrior cutters. Boiler defense back to clog things up. Sterling works it off to the left side to Gebhardt once again. And the ball is going to be kicked away. This is a great play by the Boilers as sliding in that time. And knocking that one away is Jackson Price. Good defense. Still Sterling deep in Kiwani territory. Ball knocked out of bounds here on the near sideline once again. Sterling to toss it in. Out here around the Boiler 30 to Kevin Ruiz. Over to the right side and Ian Hilty. Back to Varsity. Here's a clearing kick. He's got the cutter. Ball going to be knocked away by Jackson Price. That's a nice jumping kick that time. Sterling very quickly back to the middle of the field. Boiler defense is going to take over here. Alex Barone leads the charge. Up ahead, Isidro Martinez. Can he beat the defense down to about the 20? Left side down to the 10. He's going to stop. Lets the defender go by. Isidro tries to clear it. Ball going to be intercepted. And the Boilers had a little bit of an opportunity there, but not able to seal the deal. Sterling back very quickly. Derek Prieto has it here on the near side. Prieto setting it back just a little bit to Kevin Ruiz. And the Golden Warriors will send it back to their goalkeeper. He'll kick it out here to the near side left. Not very deep. Several Boilermakers down there. Can they get the steal and get the offense fired up? Sterling has it back the other way, looking for Gebhardt's on the left side. He gets a foot race. This one's going to be won by Jackson Price. He's going to knock the ball away. Still Sterling to bring it back in. Ryan Gebhardt here on the near side. Boilers with a steal. Kewanee tries to get it into Sterling territory, but not a whole lot of luck there. Intercepted by Kevin Ruiz off to the far side. And the Golden Warriors will lose it. Here's a Kewanee on the attack. Isidro Martinez, there's a shot on goal. And it's not going to drop in. Nice shot that time by Isidro. A line drive that stayed right on the turf. But unfortunately, not able to get it in. Boy, they're still on the attack. Right side, Kingston Peterson driving to the ball. Ball squibs away. And the goalkeeper for Sterling stepping up very quickly to seal that play down. Boilers had a couple of opportunities there. You could tell they could kind of almost smell the opportunity there. They just could not quite get things to take advantage. Now we have an official's stop here. I think we might have another injury here. One of the Golden Warriors just kind of doubled over there. And substitutions coming in on both sides. Jacob Belsky checking in now for Kewanee, as is Alex Lee. One of the Golden Warriors down around the 12 standing, but continues to be bent over. He seems to be okay now. I thought for a moment maybe we had some sort of a injury situation, but apparently everybody's okay. Just a substitution pattern there. And an infraction coming up here against the Boilers as one of the Golden Warriors knocked to the turf. Sterling to kick it from the 26 of Sterling. As they try and work the offense up ahead. Here on the near side left is Kevin Ruiz. Centers it back over to the far side. And Sterling goes to work, trying to work that right sideline. Clearing pass going to be intercepted by Alex Barone. Here's a shot. Up on goal. Not going to go. That's a good kick, but a nice save once again by the Sterling goalkeeper. So that's the fourth shot on goal here in this first period. And the Boilers, unfortunately, not able to come away with anything. 2-0 Sterling as we hit the 19-minute mark of this first half. Sterling driving the offense down the left side once again. And again, Jackson Price defensively gets the job done. Very, very quick to the point of attack. And we've seen it several times in this first half already. It's a foot race between Jackson and the offensive player. And Jackson simply beating to the point of attack. That's good defense. And now another kick from the near side here by Sterling from about the Boiler 14. It's a centering kick. This one's a little bit too strong, however. Sails out over that far corner up on the northeasterly side of the field. So not a shot on goal per se. It was a centering, trying to center the pass, but just a little bit too deep. A couple of substitutions here for the Boilers. We'll kind of set things as we go. But Brian Moreno, I believe that is checked in. Isidro Martinez getting a break over there. It's you can feel the heat starting to pick up. It's warm. Look out, Sterling with another opportunity now into the left corner. It's going to go there to Chris Negretti. Centering pass knocked away very nicely by Jesus Del Toro. Several Golden Warriors at the mouth of the goal, but a nice job that time by Jesus to knock that one away before it could get to that point. So Sterling will have a corner kick across the mouth of the goal, trying to get a headbutt. Won't go, a little bit too deep. Boilers clogging it up defensively, and a clearing kick now up near midfield. Sterling controls at the Kewanee 45. Golden Warriors trying to work that right sideline. Ball knocked away, picked back up by Sterling. Back once again into the backfield. Dontel Womack back there. And the Boilers are going to take it away. It's a shot up ahead. Not really a shot on goal. Ball intercepted out around the 10-yard line of Sterling by the goalkeeper. Just inside of 17 in this first half. Golden Warriors again trying to move the ball downfield offensively. Good defense by Demarion Thomas of the Boilermakers. Another foot race, and DeMarion wins that one, knocking the ball away. And Kewanee will kick from the goal line here. Well, once again, Gustavo Bermudez going out earlier with some kind of an injury. Not sure. It appeared to me maybe a leg cramp, but Gustavo not able to bounce back. So a substitute goalkeeper in for the Boilers, kicking it out across the 30. Sterling's offense waiting as they move to the point of attack. Nice clearing kick here by Jackson Price, pushing that ball out across the Boiler 45. Sterling will reload it in the backfield. Passes from right to left around the 35-yard line. Up to the 45. And here we go. Jacob Belsky on the right side gets a steal. And then he has the ball stolen away from him. Sterling sending it back to their goalkeeper, and he'll bring it out. Just across the goal line, a little soft pass over to the right side. And Sterling working it in the backfield, back and forth. Anthony Rojas controlling there. Sterling just working the ball on the defensive end of the field, and at the moment just kind of back and forth, not really pushing the offense, but kind of controlling the pace. Kevin Ruiz here. And he'll go back to the far side once again. And again, they're just kind of holding it here in the backfield. Now back to their goalkeeper, and just kind of marking time, I guess you could say. Now they work to the right sideline, trying to send it upfield. Chance to Splinter, knocking it away for the Boilers. Sterling to toss it in from about the Golden Warrior 15. And a couple of substitutions here for the Golden Warriors. And now Sterling with the ball on that right sideline, very, very deep down in the corner. Down the line, the goalkeeper is going to send it away. A little short pass. I'm not sure if the Golden Warriors are just kind of messing with the Boilers here or what the strategy is, but just keeping it on the defensive end, passing it back and forth, not really asserting any kind of action toward the offensive end, just staying in that backfield. And so again, not really going up ahead. Here's an interception by Alex Barone of Kewanee. Sterling again in the backfield. Not sure if they're looking for maybe a break up ahead where someone gets loose past the defense. Boilers defensive line up around the midfield stripe. Sterling back and forth here on this end of the field, just moving the ball. Now a clearing kick. Knocked away by Jackson Price. Up ahead, DeMarion Thomas with a headbutt. Sterling trying to work the offense. Controlling Chris Negretti. Ball knocked away out of bounds here in the near side. And tracking that down is Nahu Uresti. He'll bring it in. Sterling now working the offensive end. Boilers coming up defensively, but Sterling continues to work the offense. Ball knocked away. Jackson Price clears it off to Jesus Del Toro. But the Golden Warriors very quickly regain control, kicking it off to the far side, out of bounds inside the Boilermaker 30-yard line. We're inside of 13 minutes here in this first half of play. 2-0 Sterling on the scoreboard. Ball out of bounds on the far side. And the Golden Warriors to toss it in. They'll try and work it up the right sideline. And a nice clearing kick down the line, but nobody's there. Ball going to be out over on that far side. The Boilers will bring it back in from about the Kewanee 40. I believe they're going to mark it right at about the 39. Now, actually, it looks like it's going to be a little bit further upfield, I beg your pardon, up to about the Kewanee 48. Now to the midfield. Now they'll toss it in. Sterling very quickly intercepting the inbound pass. Working the right sideline. A centering kick to Chris Negretti. Another foot race. Negretti has the lead. Now the kick on goal. It's going to get loose to the right side, and that one's going to slide into the mouth of the goal. And another goal for Sterling. Chris Negretti. 11:55 here in the first period. And it is now 3-0 Golden Warriors. You can see the offensive play developing that time for Sterling. Negretti in a foot race that time. Driving down the field on the left side. Left-footed kick, punches it into the deep right corner, just inside the vertical. And again, it's 3-0 in favor of Sterling. A couple of substitutions here for the Boilers. Kingston Peterson back in. We'll kind of set things as we go. Boilers have it to Alex Barone. Over to Chance to Splinter. Make that Isaiah McClellan, a bigger pardon. Nice job by Demarion Thomas on the defensive end to steal it from Sterling on the left side. Trying to scoot it upfield. Gets a clearing kick past the defender to the midfield stripe. Jackson Price has it. Trying to control the pass up ahead. Here's a steal by Sterling. Golden Warriors here on this near side. And again, it's going to be Chris Negretti. Stolen away by Isaiah McClellan. Ball out of bounds here on the near side. A lot of action on that play. Here's a toss up ahead. And this one's going to go off of Brian Moreno. Boilers get a clearing kick. The end to the offensive side of the field. Ball's going to be knocked away. Good defense that time by the Golden Warriors. As that one's going to be knocked out of bounds. And the Boilers with a corner kick here on that southwesterly corner. They'll toss it in. Shot on goal up ahead. Not going to go. Here's two shots on goal. And a great save by the goalkeeper there. So Boilers had two shots on goal. One of them ended up being a headbutt away. And the other one was a good shot on goal and a good save by Antonio Santiago. Boilers trying to get something going, just not able to get that ball into the net. 3-0 Sterling. 10-10 here in the first half. And a stoppage of play here. The Boilers will have a kick from just about the 35-yard line of Sterling. They're going to roll it back to about the 32. Pushed up ahead to Brian Moreno. Ball out of bounds here on the near side. Negretti has it for just a moment. Knocked away, and the Boilers will bring it in. They'll kick here from the near sideline at about the Sterling 41. Alex Barone here on the near side. At the 40. He gets a free kick. Defense is deep. Offensive players deep. That's a long kick. The approach. And a line drive up ahead. Inside the 5. Several Boilers there they can't control. Ball's going to be cleared out on top to Demarion Thomas. He'll send it up ahead. Sterling with the interception. Now it's going to go to Alex Barone. Dancing between the defenders off to the left side to Kingston Peterson. Down into the corner. They're looking there for Alex Gobelin. Ball's going to get away. And out of bounds on that far side. Boilers again in decent offensive position. Just not able to get the centering pass. Cedric Martinez back in. And setting down is Isaiah McClellan for the Boilers. He wanted to send it in. The official said, hold on there, fellas. I don't think we were ready. And the Boilers with a corner kick from that far southeasterly end. Over there to bring it in is Alex Barone. Up ahead. Around the 5-yard line. Ball kicked high in the air by one of the defenders. Now the ball out across the 10. Here's a foot race. Alex Barone tries to kick. Ball going to be knocked away. Good defense by Enrique Ibarra of Sterling. Just inside the 8-minute mark here in the first half. 3-0 is the Golden Warrior advantage. Here in the corner, Alex Barone trying to get a clearing kick. And the ball behind the net, hitting the back side of the net, bouncing out of bounds. So it'll be Sterling ball at the mouth of the goal. Antonio Santiago to kick it in. It's a short pass. Sterling a couple of minutes ago just kept passing here on the defensive end. Now a clearing kick up ahead. Trying to find the offense. Ball rolling out of bounds here on the near sideline. Good foot race that time between Jesus Del Toro and Chris Negretti. Out on top. Sterling with a steal. Look out. Lead pass up ahead to Negretti on the left side. Shot on goal. No, they're going to say no. They're going to negate that. I believe the Warriors were off sides on that play, but boy, once again here on the near side, Chris Negretti getting the pass from Ian Hilty. And you can tell they've done that before. Warriors to get a free kick from right around the 17, maybe the 18-yard line of Kewanee. Everybody lining up and down the field. Good solid kick all the way down to the Golden Warrior 38. Ball head butted away to the far side. Sterling maintains possession, running down that sideline. They're going to stop. They're going to bring it out into the middle of the field. Trying to find some more offense there. Negretti in the middle of the field. Look out. Here's a shot on goal, and this one is good by Ian Hilty. Hilty getting that one in at the 6:17 mark here of this first period. And it's now 4-0 Sterling. Sterling's offense really doing a nice job that time. Good crisp passes and lots of offensive sets down deep in Boiler territory. And that time Hilty just getting the kick in. And the Boilers will set things up now. At the 35, Alex Barone. Across the 40, beating the defenders across midfield. Barone out of bounds here on the near side. No, it's going to stay in. And a scoop kick by Kevin Ruiz down this left side of Sterling. Ball out of bounds. Back to the Boilermakers. Here on this near side, Jesus Del Toro to toss it in. Back to Jackson Price. He'll bump it up to the Sterling 40. Ball knocked away. Cleared by Ian Hilty. Lead pass up ahead for Rusty on that far side. Here's a kick on goal, towards the goal. That's a shot on goal. Good job by the Boiler goalkeeper to save that one. And for Sterling, that'll be the 8th shot on goal here in this first period. Sterling near midfield will send it all the way back to the goalkeeper, Anthony Rojas, sending it back to Antonio Santiago. Here on the near side, Sterling trying to mount it up ahead. Ball out of bounds here off of Chris Negretti. And Sterling, maintain possession. I thought it was off Sterling, but nevertheless, bringing it in will be Anthony Rosas, I beg your pardon. Yeah, it's going to be Boiler ball after all. Jackson or Jacob Belsky to toss it in. Looking for Isidro Martinez. Pass going to be stolen away by Joel Torres. Up ahead, they've got Hilty down inside the 5, trying to clear it. He's got it out, another shot on goal, and here's another goal out on top. Hilty doing a nice job of setting up the score that time. As that one is going to be in from Joel Torres. And that's going to be 5-0 Sterling. And all of a sudden, the Boilers look a half step tired, to be honest with you. But Sterling is just capitalizing on their opportunities. That's their 9th shot on goal here in this first half. And again, they're deep down in Boiler territory off the kick. Kewanee clearing it down to the Sterling side of things. Trying to get something going this time is Dontel Womack slicing through the defenders. Going to be a little bit of a physical play here. It's going to be a violation against Sterling. Boilers will have a kick from out around the 40-yard line. I believe Isidro Martinez going to take it from there. It's going to be a big, long kick. Players on both sides down deep. Looking for the opportunity. Here's Isidro on the approach. A booming kick. knocked away by the Golden Warriors, out of bounds on the far side. Boilers should have another kick here, although they're going to toss it in, a bigger part from that far side at about the 20 of Sterling. Up ahead, head butted away by the Golden Warrior defense. Kewanee tries to get it back the other way. Clearing pass up to Chris Negretti. He's got Ian Hilty once again out in the open field. He's got the defense beat on the right side. Defense now catching up to the play. Sterling working the offense, trying to clear it out. Pass a little bit too strong. Boiler defense taking advantage. Nice job here by the Boilermakers' Kingston Price to work it upfield. But another interception by Sterling. On the far side, Alex Gobelin to toss it in for Kewanee. He's got Peterson, but very deep in the far corner. Physical contact there. And not sure here if the Boilers will have a penalty kick. It appears to be coming back out. A lot of activity down in that southeasterly corner of the field. And the Golden Warriors will be bringing it in. Dontel Womack back out on the field for the Boilers. It's a warm day. There's no two ways about it. So keeping everybody fresh will be a challenge. Sterling bringing it upfield very quickly. Good intercepting pass by Jesus Del Toro. Sterling gets it back very quickly. Chris Negretti here on this left side, driving it down inside the Boiler 10. And he's going to take a shot towards the goal that's going to be knocked down. We'll call that a shot on goal. We'll also give a save on that one. And that will be the 10th shot on goal for Sterling here in this first half. They lead 5-0. Down to a minute 10 here in this opening stanza. Ball knocked out of bounds here on the near sideline. Jacob Belsky has it for Kewanee. Looking to bring it in. He's got it back to Jesus Del Toro. Lofting the kick up ahead. It's going to roll near the end line. And the goalkeeper for Sterling out to pick it up. As we're inside of 1 minute here. Sterling, I'm going to guess, is probably just going to keep it down on their end here, as they did here a couple minutes ago. Well, as soon as I say that, they make a drive. Ball's going to be knocked away by the Boilermakers. Now Sterling down that right sideline. Look out, another foot race down there. Bodies flying, physical contact. That's going to go against Sterling, as Jesus Del Toro with a nice job defensively running with the offensive player who dropped his shoulder right into Jesus, dropping him to the ground. So the Boilers will bring it out from right about the Kewanee 6-yard line. Jackson Price will send it up ahead. A nice kick right across the midfield stripe. Nevertheless, that's going to do it for this first half of play. And after 5-0 Sterling. And wish I had better news to report than that. But yes, the Golden Warriors leading 5-0 is the call on this one. We'll take a brief timeout. The video will stay on. We'll take a brief timeout. And by the way, with the junior varsity game, it will be video only. We'll take a brief timeout. We're back in a moment. Again, Sterling leading at the break 5-0. And you're listening to the Boiler Broadcast Network. Back once again here at the Kewanee High School football field, where we're just about set for the second half action here of soccer on this Saturday morning between the Boilermakers and the Golden Warriors of Sterling High School. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Bob McKee. Nice to have you with us on this Saturday morning that's turned very hot very quick. Early this morning we got here, there was a nice breeze, and it was really comfortable at that point. However, the heat has arrived, and it is warm. There's no two ways about it. In any event, tough one here on the scoreboard at the break, 5-0 Sterling, as the second half is just underway. Golden Warriors controlling. Anthony Rojas has it. Rojas, rather, beg your pardon, down around the 30. Golden Warriors going left to right here in this second half. Sterling wearing those white jerseys and the, I guess they're black. Maybe that's kind of a bit of I think it's a blue color for the shorts, a dark blue. Nevertheless, Boilers wearing those black uniforms, which has got to be tough on a day like this. Nevertheless, Sterling mounting another attack inside the Boiler 20. Defense is back. Golden Warriors with a centering kick. Oh, knocked away by Demarion Thomas. That's a great play defensively by Thomas on that one. Demarion with good field position, and here's a physical play that Boilers are going to get a free kick from the Kewanee 25 as the Golden Warriors knocking one of the Boilermakers to the turf. Pass up ahead to the right side. Down there is Isaiah McClellan sliding out of bounds. Ball knocked away off him. He'll get it back, bringing it up, throwing it upfield. Looking for Alex Barone. The ball a little bit too deep down the side. Pushed out of bounds by the Golden Warriors. And Kewanee to toss it in from that far side. Boy, they're trying to get it out of there and get it some clearing towards the mouth of the goal. Warrior defense is back, pushing it away. And it's going to be a corner kick on that northwesterly corner of the field. Yes, the Boilers will try and get a goal here as they line up several offensive players right in front of the mouth of the goal. Corner kick coming up here from Kingston Peterson. 5-0 Sterling leads. That's the halftime score. They had a flurry of goals in the final minute or so. Right in front of the goal, the pass comes in. The Boilers head-butted in, but a great catch by Antonio Santiago, the Sterling goalkeeper, and that is going to be a save. Boilers had it point blank, and the goalkeeper just did it. Look out, Sterling very quickly up ahead, trying to mount the offense. Ball is going to be knocked away out of bounds by Diego Torres. Otherwise, Sterling was marching towards the goal very, very quickly that time. Sterling deep in Kewanee territory at about the 15, trying to center the pass. Ball taken away by Derek Prieto, I beg your pardon. And the Golden Warriors were kind of load up their offense once again out here at the Kewanee 40. Stolen away by Kingston Peterson of Kewanee. He has his pocket picked. Bodies flying everywhere here. And a little bit too aggressive on the play that time by Anthony Rojas, I beg your pardon. Boilers to knock it back in from the Kewanee 39. Here on the near sideline, Diego Torres to kick it in. Up ahead, ball going to be head-butted away by Sterling. Nice job that time by Joel Torres. Ball knocked away to here in the near sideline. Back into Sterling. Torres has it once again. Over to Ian Hilty. Hilty had a nice first half with a goal to 6:17 mark. Boilers with a steal, trying to mount the offense, headed upfield, trying to find Isidro Martinez. Ball knocked away, and the Sterling goalkeeper will pick it up. Good defense out on that time by Nahu Uresti of Sterling to keep Isidro off balance. Sterling controlling Anthony Rojas on that far side. Back and forth, and the Golden Warriors just kind of working that into the field. We're in our second half. A couple of reminders here. First of all, the Fresh Soft game coming up will be video only. Also, something else we need to mention to you, that because of the sunshine And the fact that our camera's up on the roof here, with that sunlight getting into the lens at times, it kind of creates that kind of that mirror effect, I guess you might call it. But we just want to let you know occasionally that's why we're losing the play, just simply that sun getting in the lens and kind of creating a blinding effect of sorts. In any event, back and forth, up and down the field. Sterling now deep in Kewanee territory on the left side, but a violation out around the 38-yard line of Kewanee. And the Boilers will be getting a kick from their backfield. I think they're going to mark it right at the 30, kind of in between the 37 and the 38. Jackson Price, a little scoot pass up ahead to Jesus Del Toro into Sterling territory. Boilers back and forth, stolen away by the Golden Warriors. A nice kick this time by Isaiah McClellan of Kewanee. And the Golden Warriors send it back the other way very quickly. Up ahead, McClellan with a headbutt. And the ball is going to go out of bounds here on that far side around the Sterling 35. So the Golden Warriors have brought it in, looking to mount the offensive attack. Pass up ahead here to the near side right. They've got Derek Prieto with a centering kick. Stolen away by Chance to Splinter. Lead pass up ahead. Can Isidro Martinez get there? He does. He's got the ball on the left side. Defenders are back. They're on top of Isidro. He can't get the kick off. And Sterling back the other way very quickly. Diego Miguel Ramirez here on the near side, looking for Derek Prieto. Ball out of bounds back to Kewanee. Here on the near side left, Alex Barone has it. Ball knocked away. And it will remain with the Boilermakers. Tossing it up ahead is Diego Torres. Down that sideline, ball out of bounds, going to go back to Sterling. Well, the Boilers have had a couple of breaks towards the goal. They just have not been able to get anything converted in. They did have 6 shots on goal in that first half. But again, right now they trail 5-0. We're in the second half, down to the 33-minute mark. Sterling on that far side on the left, kicking it up ahead. And it's going to be a little bit too deep. And the Boiler goalkeeper out to seal that one down. Line drive kick up ahead, intercepted at the 30. Sterling deep in Boiler territory. Derek Prieto back and forth. Out on top this time, it's going to go to Anthony Rojas. He's got a kick on goal. It's wide right. So not a save on that one, as it was way wide right. First shot on goal here in the second half by the Golden Warriors. And again, they lead 5-0 at the 32-30 mark here in the second stanza. Boilermakers back in action in soccer play here on Monday. It's a busy stretch for Kewanee. I guess it's that time of the season where a lot of games coming up. Postseason not that far away. Boilers trying to mount an attack here into the offensive end. Not able to control. The ball's going to sail out. Chillicothe IVC will be here on Monday. Boilers at Macomb Tuesday. Back home Wednesday to Riverdale. Next Saturday they'll play host to Princeton. So it's a very, very, very busy time for the Boiler soccer program. Boilermakers with a kick here from the 30-yard line. Isidro Martinez will bring it in. High kick, it's curling towards the mouth of the goal. And a near headbutt, just missing Alex Barone. As it is, it's going to be a save for the goalkeeper. As that ball was curling towards the goal. I think we have to officially call it a shot on goal, although they were actually a pass, but they just missed on that one. A headbutt very well would have put that one into the goal. Goalkeeper clears it out now for Sterling. Nahu Aresti on the far side trying to control. And the Golden Warriors with a steal clearing pass, going to be knocked down by Demarion Thomas. Boy, again, Thomas with that deceptive quickness getting into that play and knocking that ball out of there. Demarion Thomas, a very, very intriguing athlete. He's just a sophomore, very, very quick. And his left foot is uncannily quick. Nevertheless, Sterling has it on the far side. And they're just kind of working it down that left sideline. Not really making a push the other way. Boilers trying to intercept. Out on top. Chance to splinter, has it. Ball knocked away. Sterling's going to clear it from Diego Torres. Jackson Price with the defensive kick to the far side. Over there to Isaiah McClellan. Sterling clears it away. Looking to work the offense. Lead pass up ahead. Going to be stolen away. And the Boilermakers will try and kick it back to their goalkeeper. The ball just barely misses going into the goal. It goes to the right side. That ball was not far from going into the net. Which that would have been kind of nutty. Corner kick here for Sterling from this southwesterly corner. Up ahead. Kick in front of the goal. Knocked away. Head butted out of there by the Boiler defense. Kiwani tries to take it upfield. Here's a steal by Cainbrad Perez. Sterling again trying to mount the offense. Lead pass up ahead to Ian Hilty. He'll clear to the middle of the field. They try and get it back to Hilty. Ball knocked away by Demarion Thomas. Again, good defense by Demarion. Kingston Peterson here on this left side, a clearing kick. Up ahead to Dontel Womack. Sterling with the interception. Boilers return the favor. Back and forth right side. Jesus Del Toro working down that right sideline. Lead pass up ahead, trying to find Isidro Martinez in the clear. He's got it momentarily. Ball knocked away. Off to the side. Kick on towards the goal by Momack. Going to be knocked down by one of the defenders. In fact, the ball off of the defender's back. Out of bounds. And the Boilers will have a corner kick on that far side. It'll be up on that northwesterly corner. Check that northeasterly corner. Boilers lining up in front of the mouth of the goal. The defender's there as well. Here's the kick. Head butted away by Sterling. Knocked down. It's a big scrum right inside the goal line. And the Golden Warrior goalie flies out, drops on the ball, and that kills the play. He'll bring it out, rolling it up ahead here. Looking to this near side, Derek Prieto. Up ahead to Anthony Rojas. Rojas has it. Center kick up ahead. They've got the break. Negretti on the left side to the Boiler 15. Left side angle. Drives it in, knocked away very nicely by Jackson Price. Good defense that time by Jackson Price. Sterling gets it back out near the Boiler 35. On the far side, ball knocked away out of bounds. And it's going to go back to the Boilermakers. We're inside of 28 minutes in this contest, 5-0 Sterling. That was our halftime score. Jacob Belsky checking in for the Boilers. Setting down is Kingston Peterson. Kiwani from the far side. McClellan tossing it in up ahead to Alex Barone. Sterling with a near steal. Boiler defense clearing it out of there. Jackson Price has had a solid game on that back line. No two ways about it. A lot of action back and forth between the Boiler 30 and 40. Neither club able to really get a handle on things. Ball squirts out of bounds on the far side. Now again, the Boilers back in action next Monday against Chillicothe IVC. And, of course, we'll have that game live right here on the Boiler live stream. Inbound pass up ahead. Sterling around midfield. Out on top is Anthony Rojas. Lead pass up ahead, going to the left side. Drive towards the goal, kick on goal. And that's going to be short. It's going to hit the side of the net. And not a save as such, but another shot on goal for Sterling. Like I said, that ball hit the east side of the net, outside of the net. So not a save as such, but it was a shot on goal. Down to the 26-minute mark, 5-0 is the Sterling advantage. Boilers to bring it in. A kick from the goalkeeper up near the 40. Bouncing on this left sideline, out of bounds. Golden Warriors to bring it back in. Jose Vasquez to toss it in. He's got it to Anthony Rojas. Ball knocked back towards the Sterling goalkeeper at about the Sterling 6. He'll clear it up ahead. They're going to work the left side. Hand over there, Kevin Ruiz has it. Boilers with a steal at midfield. Nice job by Isaiah McClellan. Boilers trying to work the offense. Lead pass up ahead to Dontel Womack down that right sideline. Very, very deep down in the corner. And the Boilers not able to control the play that time. So Sterling to toss it back in. Actually going to be a kick. And they just roll it in right at about the 20. Well, let's see where they mark this one, up to the 26. And the Golden Warriors back and forth here in the backfield. And a brief stoppage of play here. The officials over on that far side talking to Coach Jesus Bermudez of the Boilermakers. Not sure what the issue is, to be honest with you, but the official speaking with Coach as we have a stoppage of play here. It appears that the official might have some sort of something going on there. Keeps bending over. It looks like he's working a scorecard, but he keeps bending over. Not sure, but maybe he kind of caught a shot in the gut there, but seems okay. Well, he continues to look at his playbook, but now he seems okay, and he's headed back upfield. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure what that's all about. Now the official heads over to the Sterling bench talking to their coach. And now he puts his notebook back in his pocket. And we appear to be set to resume play. And again, I got to be honest, I'm not sure what that was all about. Nevertheless, back to live action. Ball squibs out of bounds here on the near sideline. It's going to go back to the Boilers. Kewanee looking to get off the schneid here, but so far it's been tough going. Sterling leading 5-0. Inbounding from the near side is Derek Prieto. Up ahead, Demarion Thomas stealing it away right around the Kewanee 45, but Sterling returning the favor a very short time later. And Sterling keeping the ball in the backfield, working back and forth. Now down the left sideline. Lead pass up ahead, rolling down the sideline. I don't think anyone can catch up with this play. Sterling does get it down deep in Boiler territory. But good defense once again by Jackson Price, knocking it away. Sterling now mounting the offense. Several plays down deep. Here's a shot on goal. It's a little bit high and wide. Not a save on that situation as the ball way high. In fact, up and over the top of the football goal post. So not a save opportunity. We're inside of 24 minutes here in the contest. Sterling up on the board, 5-0. And for the Golden Warriors, they bring in a few substitutions here. Jude Heron now in for the Golden Warriors. Play back and forth between the Kewanee 40 and 50. Down inside the 30. Sterling trying to mount the offense. Lead pass up ahead. They're trying to find Ian Hilty. Pass a little bit too deep. It's going to get past him into the goal line, and the Boilers will kick it out from there. On the left side for Sterling. They'll drive it to the middle of the field. Look out, this is trouble. Could be trouble. Sterling right in front of the mouth of the goal, and the Boilers are going to kick it out of there. For Sterling, Derek Prieto was on the right side for a moment. Appeared like he might be able to get a point-blank shot. Sterling inbounding deep in Boiler territory. Mad dash for the ball out to about the 35. Heron has it. And he's going to have his pocket picked out there. Good defense by Alex Barone of Kewanee. Boilers leading the attack up ahead. Sterling dropping back defensively. Kane Brad Perez with a clearing kick. Sterling now mounts the offense. Look out, this could be trouble. Can they get there in time? Oh, the Boiler goalkeeper up to the 4-yard line. And he's going to snatch the ball otherwise. Enrique Ibarra had a point-blank shot for the Golden Warriors. That's a classic foot race, and if Kewanee doesn't win that one, that is trouble. Check that. That was Chris Negretti down there charging toward the goal. Negretti's already got a goal in this game in the first half. But if the goalkeeper for Kewanee does not get to that ball, that is going to be a goal. Well, nevertheless, Oilers will have it here. They'll toss it in from about the 5-yard line. Now the 10, I beg your pardon, with a nice kick here. High kick. Bouncing down to the Sterling 42. Isidro Martinez on that right side trying to control. He's going to bring it in. Boilers looking to mount some offense. To Jesus Del Toro. Sterling with a steal. Up ahead to Derek Prieto. He'll work the right side pass. Over there to Jose Vasquez. Sterling back and forth. Jude Heron in the backfield. Controlling for the Golden Warriors. Lead pass up ahead to Mauricio Herrera. Ball knocked away by the Kewanee defense. Boilers trying to get it upfield. Heron knocks it away for Sterling. Headbutted forward to Ian Hilty across the midfield stripe. To Derek Prieto. Boilers nice job by Demarion Thomas to knock that ball away. Kewanee back defensively. Jose Vasquez on the right side. Clears to Prieto trying to get there. Going to be bumped away that time by Demarion Thomas. And the Golden Warriors not able to capitalize that time. Once again, good defense by the Boilermakers, Demarion Thomas. Kewanee to kick from the goal line. Nice kick out to just over the 35. Headbutted upfield by Alex Barone. Boilers trying to mount the attack offensively. Sterling knocking it down. Jude Heron going to get a clearing kick. And we've got an infraction here, and so the Boilers will have a clear kick as we approach the 20-minute mark here in the second half. 5-0 Sterling on the scoreboard. That was our score at halftime. And from the Sterling 41, Isidro Martinez with a line drive kick, stays on the ground all the way. Ian Hilty clears it for Sterling. And the ball sails out of bounds on that far in line. And it's going to be a corner kick for the Boilers. Kingston Peterson from that northeasterly corner. Has everyone lining up right in front of the mouth of the goal. Boilers would love to get on the board. The approach and the kick high up way past the mouth of the goal. Everybody trying to track it down. That ball's off the Golden Warriors here in the near corner. Another corner kick, this time from the northwesterly corner by Isidro Martinez. Boilers lining up, as are the Golden Warriors. Everyone kind of scrambling for position. Inbound, left side. Sterling has it at the 10. Derek Prieto controlling. Ball sails out away on the near side, out of bounds. And it will go back to the Golden Warriors. Tossing it in is Derek Prieto. And they're going to say, wait a minute, I don't think everybody was ready. In fact, it's actually Kewanee ball. That's why they really weren't ready. Tossed in by Diego Torres. Up ahead, Sterling with a side kick from Jude Heron, knocking it back out of bounds. Isidro Martinez down in that left corner for the Boilers. And unfortunately losing the handle. And the ball goes back to the Sterling Golden Warriors. 18 minutes left in our contest. 5-0 Sterling on the scoreboard. Sterling up ahead to the left side. Isaiah McClellan just missing the steal. Sterling lead pass up ahead. They've got Herrera on the left side. And a good job defensively once again by Demarion Thomas to knock that one away. Golden Warriors had the offense in gear, but Demarion Thomas has had a fine game today and getting the job done that time. Clearing kick way out high past the midfield stripe. Headbutted away by Enrique Ibarra. And the ball back on that far side as the Boilers will toss it in. Not sure what Sterling's schedule was last night, and I do know the Boilers played last night. That's a quick turnaround. Not trying to make excuses, but it's a quick turnaround. You play last night, you turn around, and just a few hours later, a little bit of rest, and bingo, cup of coffee, and you're back at it. In any event, I guess you really have to say hats off to Sterling. They have played a little better. Boilers haven't played poorly. Just had trouble getting. They just got trouble getting into the net. In terms of play on the field, they've been decent. Look out, here's a breakaway 2-on-1 for Sterling. Headed down the field, left side at the 20 to the 15. Down to the 10. Good job to Demarion Thomas. Once again, ball gets away. And a great job by the goalkeeper to come out and knock that one down the ball off the baseline out of bounds on the far side. And a lot of action on that play. Sterling had that 2-on-1 break. And again, great defensive play by Demarion Thomas. That'll save it for the Boilermakers that time. Kick from the goalkeeper. A lot of side spin out across the 30. Bouncing out of the sideline here on the near side. As we hit the 16-minute mark in this one, Sterling up 5-0. Boilermakers in the second half, just 2 shots on goal. Sterling with just 3. But nevertheless, 5-0 on the board. Sterling. Golden Warriors trying to mount the offense again here in the near side right. Derek Prieto. Lead pass up ahead, trying to find Ian Hilty. That pass a little bit too strong, knocked away by Diego Torres. And Sterling with the kick from about the goal line. They'll bring it in. Still out of bounds here. Derek Prieto has it. To Jose Vasquez. To Kevin Ruiz. Boilers defensively pushing the point of attack further out. Ball out of bounds on the far side. And the Golden Warriors to toss it back in. On the left side. Nice job by Alex Ramos to knock that one out of there. Boilers trying to work it on the right side. Alex Barone lead pass up ahead. Looking downfield for Dontel Womack. Defense is back, but Womack clears it. Can he get the ball in? The ball is going to be knocked away by one of the defenders. Picked up by Kingston Peterson at the 20. Out on top, Alex Barone. Ball is going to be cleared away. And we're going to have an infraction, and the Golden Warriors will be getting a free kick right at about the Sterling 25. Boilers trying to get something going, just kind of misfiring on a couple of passes, and Sterling back defensively. One of the Golden Warriors seemed like he might have been bumped around a little bit, so we do have a little bit of a stoppage of play at the 14:31 mark. Golden Warriors with a free kick. Over here to the near sideline on the left. Jose Vasquez has it. He'll get the return pass back. Trying to drive it upfield to Derek Prieto. Prieto trying to beat the defense. Demarion Thomas stepping in defensively, but a little bit too physical, bumping Prieto at the 10-yard line. Ball out of bounds, and I think there's going to be a violation on Thomas, but let's see where they're going to spot the ball. One of the Golden Warriors over to talk with the official. Ian Hilty out there talking with the official about something, trying to get an explanation. Well, once again, play has stopped. At least the clock has stopped. Not sure what the deal is here. The ball was out of bounds off of Sterling, and surprising that there wasn't a penalty of some sort against Demarion Thomas. That was a pretty physical play. He's a great player, but that time just stepping in and bumping Prieto off the point of attack. But the Boilers are going to kick it in from the Kewanee 22. Now the official over talking with the Sterling coach once again. This official has shut down play a couple of times here today for explanations of this, that, or nothing. I think the Sterling position is, wait a minute, our guy was bumped off. Physically, that should be a free kick down deep in Boiler territory. So now the official going to the Kewanee bench again for an explanation. And from here, of course, we're not sure what the incident is, but on the play, it surprising to me that there wasn't something called there. Thomas is a great player, don't get me wrong, but he might have been just a hair too physical there. But it's going back to Kewanee. And so the Boilers will kick here from the near side. Bringing it in is Diego Torres. Up ahead, Alex Barone around the midfield stripe, trying to clear the defense. Sterling on the steal. Kevin Herron here on the near side with a kick, out of bounds. So the Boilers will bring it back in around the Kewanee 45. Interesting that ball kick from the field at about the 30. On the fly, hits the backrest of the bench here on the sideline. Nevertheless, down here on this near side, Kingston Peterson knocked to the turf by Jose Vasquez. And no call. Boilers were looking for it. Don't get it. Clearing kick up ahead. Head butted away by the Boilermakers' Jackson Price. Sterling with a lead pass up ahead. Here comes the offense. It's a foot race. Can the Boilers get back down there in time? They do. Again, Demarion Thomas clears it out of there. And another infraction. Down deep in Boilermaker territory. I believe Sterling's going to have a free kick here at about the Kewanee 15-yard line. Tough spot to be in, no two ways about it. Now that's an odd one. Ryan Gephardt just all of a sudden kicked it. And it appeared that nobody was ready. Ball up and over the top of even the football goalpost. So we'll have to call it a shot on goal, but kind of an unusual play, at least from this reporter's perspective. So a kick from the goal line by the Boiler goalkeeper clears the 40 near the 45 to the midfield stripe. Sterling trying to run it back upfield to work the offense on that left side. And the ball pushed away over there by Jackson Price. But again, Jackson's had another great game defensively. And the Boilers have had some nice play at times, and individually in particular, a couple of guys have played well, but unfortunately not enough to put it on the scoreboard. 5-0 is the Sterling advantage. Down just inside of 12 minutes in this second half. 5-0 was our halftime score. Sterling had kind of a flurry of goals very late in that first half. Very high clearing kick. Deep into Sterling territory. Boilers still trying to work the offense. Inside the Sterling 30. Golden Warriors to be back defensively. Ian Hildy sends it up near midfield. Nice job here by Jesus Del Toro to steal it back, but Sterling again returning the favor. Now the Golden Warriors trying to mount the offense, but again, Demarion Thomas all the way out to the Kewanee 45, clears it up ahead. It's going to go there to Alex Barone. And the Golden Warriors will send it back the other way very quickly. Diego Torres has it. He'll send it back to the mouth of the goal. Boiler goalkeeper with the kick up ahead. Look out. It's an advantage at the moment for the Golden Warriors. Boiler defense now back. Hilty on the right side. Stolen away by Demarion Thomas. Inside shot on goal is going to be wide to the left. And the Boilermakers dodging one there. The left-footed kick that sailed off in front of the goal, but it was wide left, not a save on that situation. As deep that time was Mauricio Herrera of Sterling. He had the B, just couldn't get it. Here's a corner kick on the far side by the Golden Warriors. Had butted away by Jesus Del Toro of Kewanee. Sterling trying to clear it. Here's a shot on goal. Look out. This one is going to get away right through the hands of the Boiler goalkeeper. That's a tough one. Had it in his hands momentarily, and it just slipped right on through. That's a tough one. Had the ball played pretty well, just could not seal the deal. And that's going to be Mauricio Herrera at the 9:56 mark of this second period. First goal in the second period by either team. It's now 6-0 Sterling with 9:56 left in our contest. That was just a hard one to kind of explain, and I'm sure the goalkeeper is going to look at his hands later on today and say, gosh, how did that get through? Nevertheless, Boilers trying to work the offense very quickly upfield. Dontel Womack, but the Sterling goalkeeper out quickly. Sterling here on the near side trying to control off the foot, out of bounds. Off the foot of Jose Vasquez. Boilers from the near side. Diego Torres up ahead. Headbutted away by Sterling. Alex Ramos with good defense here on the near side. Ball knocked away. Brought back in by Diego Torres of Kewanee. Looking up ahead, trying to find Kingston Peterson. Ball out of bounds off the Boilers, and the Golden Warriors will bring it back upfield. 6-0 Sterling, 9 minutes left in our contest. Golden Warriors with 5 first-half goals. And this goal a short while ago by Mauricio Herrera with 9:56 left in our contest. Boilers have had just 2 shots on goal here in this second half. Play here on the right side of the field. We've got a flag, and it's going to go back to the Boilers. They'll toss it in here from the near side. Doing the honors will be Diego Torres. He'll toss it up ahead. Going to be almost stolen twice, but the ball gets out to about the midfield stripe. We've got a scramble. Boilers trying to control, but Sterling has it. They'll send it up the field to their goalkeeper. He'll bring it out to about the 20. Over on that far side, Enrique Ibarra has it momentarily. Ball knocked away out of bounds on that far side. Boilers to toss it in. Deep in Golden Warrior territory. Isidro Martinez with a clearing kick to the middle of the field. Knocked away by Sterling. Golden Warriors very quickly upfield. Look out, they've got the break. Hilty's got the break. He's got one man to beat. Loses the handle. Picks it up, clears it over to Herrera. Herrera shot on goal, left to right. It's wide, no good. But another shot on goal. No save on that one as that ball was way wide. 6th shot on goal here in the second half for the Golden Warriors. They had 11 in that first half. That makes 17 for the game. Well, there's a kick it out from the goal line. Ian Hildy headbutts it. It goes out of bounds here at about the Boiler 25. And tossing it in will be Diego Torres. Looking for Kingston Peterson. He's going to be blocked off the play. Up ahead to Alex Barone. Barone on the left side. Tries to bring it in. Knocked away by Heron. Bodies down around the 30. Nice clearing kick to Kingston Peterson of Kewanee. Out to Isidro Martinez. He'll back up and gather it in near the 30. Works to the right side. Here's a kick. Gets through everybody, but it's going to be wide left. And I think we have to call that a shot on goal, although he was way out there and that ball was wide left that time. Sterling very quickly upfield. This could be trouble. Derek Prieto, lead pass up ahead, looking for the left side. A little bit too strong as he's trying to go over there. And they turn around back and come the other way and get a goal anyway. I had turned my head for just a moment, and bingo, that's in there. So it's now 7-0 with 6 1/4 left here in the contest. So when you get to 7-0, they basically just split the time in half, and that's it. Derek Prieto, I believe, got that goal. But that will drop us down to 3 minutes and 13 seconds left now. It's kind of the equivalent of the continuous clock in both basketball and football. 7-0 now, Sterling leading. Boilers working it up ahead. Trying to find Isidro Martinez deep down the sideline. Turns and puts a kick off, and a headbutt in front of the goal, just missing. My, that was quite a kick from Isidro, and a whale of an attempt by Alex Barone. We're going to call it a shot on goal, but they just miss. That's twice in this half. The Boilers have had a passing kick to one of the offensive players looking for the headbutt, and they just misfire. Nevertheless, the Golden Warriors to bring it up. Kewanee would certainly like to get on the scoreboard at least before this one's over. Sterling on that left side driving it. Boilers back. Now dropping back further defensively. Sterling working it upfield. Down to the Boiler 15. Herrera has it out there. Turns, fires a kick. Wide to the right side. That one went left to the right, wide. And it's no good. Not a save on that one, but that's the 7th shot on goal for the Golden Warriors here in this second half. 2 minutes left in the contest. 7-0 Sterling. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish I could report something a little bit better for the Boilers, but Sterling has got the 7-point lead. Ball cleared out from the Boiler mouth of the goal out to about the 38. And out there, Alex Ramos will turn and kick it away to Kingston Peterson. They'll line it up over there looking for Brian Moreno to the far right side. Trent Needon's now in. Bodies flying over there. Check that, Isaiah McClellan, I beg your pardon. And it's going to go back for Sterling as they'll have a free kick at about the Kewanee 48-yard line, I believe. 7-0 Sterling. Also, when they divide the clock in half, it remains a continuous clock at that point. So from the 49-yard line, Mauricio Herrera to kick. Wow, is that ever deep? Far to the right side. Here's a wide kick. I guess you call that a shot on goal. Way to the right, and the offensive player just jumping up in the air to kick at that time. Jose Vasquez had the right idea, but just kind of tough to control that pass at that point. We're down to about 30 seconds left. Just a matter of putting this one in the books and keeping anyone from getting injured. Here on the near right side, Jose Vasquez has it for Sterling to the middle of the field to Ian Hilty. Back is going to go to Varsity. Up ahead, trying to find Hilty once again. Ball knocked away and out of bounds with 10 seconds left. That might be the final play here. Sterling will bring it from the corner. No, they're going to try one more. Up ahead, looking for a offensive player to center in. They miss it, and that's going to do it. 7-0. He is the final on this one. Now, again, with our junior varsity contest, we'll have the video, but no audio on that one. Boilers will be back in action this coming Monday as they've got Chillicothe IVC in town. That's going to be a 4:30 start on that one. And we'll have it for you right here on the Boilermaker live stream. Again, a real busy stretch for the Boilermakers. Chillicothe IVC on Monday. They head to Macomb Tuesday. Back here Wednesday against Riverdale. And next Saturday they'll play host to the Princeton Tigers. Really wish I had a better report to send your way. As 7-0 the final for Sterling. For the Boilers, 6 shots on goal in the first half with 3 saves. 4 shots on goal in the second half, a total of 10 shots on goal. No saves in the second half. Sterling had 11 shots on goal in that first half with 2 saves. They have 8 shots on goal in the second half and 2 saves. And that's kind of it. And again, 7-0 is the final in favor of Sterling. Well, that's going to wrap up our broadcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, including Gustafson Ford of Kewanee, OSF St. Luke Medical Center of Kewanee, Great Dane of Kewanee, the Community State Bank, Galva and Kewanee, Kewanee Physical Therapy and Rehab Specialist, Martin Engineering of Neponset, the Kewanee Schools Foundation, Edward Jones in downtown Kewanee, Cernovich's Auto and Truck Wrecking of Kewanee, the People's National Bank, Cerno's Bar and Grill, and Coco's Coffee Shop, both in downtown Kewanee, the Mel Foster Company, Breedlove Sporting Goods in downtown Kewanee, the Ed Morris Automotive Group, Chevy and GM of Kewanee, Hammond Henry Hospital, Geneseo and Kewanee, Union Federal Savings and Loan, Goods Furniture of Kewanee, and the State Bank of Tulane. Well, that's going to wrap things up for our coverage here. Again, the junior varsity will have video coverage only, no audio on that one. And that'll be the story here. For the varsity, once again, Sterling is victorious over the Kewanee Boilermakers. 7-0 is the final on that one. Certainly hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Bob McKee saying thanks for joining us here on this Saturday morning. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Yep. Okay.